What's up guys, in this video I will teach you how programs in C work, and they includes arguments, brackets, the main function and all this stuff. So let's start talking about the program that we have here. This is a very simple program in which I just print whatever I receive. We will talk about what is the thing that we are receiving, the number of arguments. We will also talk about what are the number of arguments, and yeah, we are just printing this string, this message, and that's it. Now, if you remember the previous video, we talked about generating an executable. When you try to execute that executable, what the compiler is looking for is for the main function. When you execute it, the computer says, hey, okay, I have to execute this executable. Does it have a main function? If it has it, it will look for it and it will execute that function. So that's why it's important to have this name, the main function. Another thing I like in C are these brackets. Like, you see, this is the main function, and we know that the main function is this. Like, everything that is contained in the main function is inside these brackets. So yeah, what are the arguments? If we try to execute, let's compile the program. If we create the executable, let's call it executable, and oh wow, I forgot to put -o. Okay, now we have the executable. If we put here the program executable and we try to execute it, it says hello, null, and 1 argument received. So what does this mean? What is the null? Well, if we try to execute this program again, putting Kevin, it says hello Kevin, 2 arguments received. So the arguments are the things that we introduce in the terminal. When we called this function, the only argument that we had was this one, and that's what it said, that we only have 1 argument. But in the second call we have 2 arguments, and the first one is this one and the second one is this one. So if we go here to the function, this variable, this argc, is the one that stores the number of arguments introduced. And as you can see here, we print the value of this variable. Printing in C is not complex, but it's different. So for example, when we put this, we are saying, hey, print this string. And we are printing the string, this one, like Kevin. And here we're saying, hey, print the integer, and we are printing this integer. So yeah, this argument is storing the number of arguments received in the terminal, and this other argument is storing the strings introduced. So for example, it's storing executable, like dot and the bar, executable, and also Kevin. The thing is that here we are saying, hey, print the argument received in the position 1. This is the position 0 and this is the position 1. So it says, okay, so it goes and it takes the one in the position 1, which is Kevin, and it prints Kevin. Another thing that I really like about C is that C only does the things you told him to do. So for example, we've told him to use the printf function. Well, if we go to the man page of printf, well, not this man, let's go to Google and let's try print. Yeah. So yeah, this is the man page. Like, this is also included in the terminal, but I don't really know how to access this printf. Like, as you saw before, there are several prints. Like, this is the 1, I guess there is a 2, and this is the 3rd. So yeah, well, the man page is very, very useful because it explains everything, like everything about the functions you are going to use. It is explained here. So yeah, if we check this, it says that, hey, the printf function, and all these prints use the standard input-output library. So that's why here we are using the standard input-output library. This one is also very used, but if we do this, it still works because we are not using any function from that library. So yeah, those are the includes. Like when we say include as one library, we are telling the computer, hey, take the functions that are here. So that's why we can use printf. If we, for example, remove this and we now try to compile, let's call it executable and a.c, you say it says warning, implicit declaration of function printf, like it's not declared. Like we have to include the library that has this function. And yeah, that was everything I wanted to tell you. I hope you understood. I hope you are starting to see why I like so much C, because it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, like, subscribe, share, and see you in the next one. Don't forget to go and check my website, in which I talk about trading and cryptocurrencies and all that stuff for a very cheap price.
Damn, Sosa. You going crazy.
Rest in peace, Cat, tranquilo, 666. Estoy bajando todo, lo siento. Te quedas en no. Rest in peace,